Yeah, I'm doing this video today basically to answer some questions that I get asked. My channel is, I would say, is relatively new. Some of my earlier videos, I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do when I got on here to speak to you guys, and as time goes on, um, everything is coming together. So I get a lot of questions from a few of my subscribers, and I would like to take the time out to answer some of them. First question. Why do you use a wheelchair? I saw you standing up in one video, and if you can stand, you could probably walk. Okay, fair. Here's the thing though. Not everybody that uses a wheelchair is unable to walk. There are people who use wheelchairs for arthritis. There's certain disorders like EDS, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, where that's like a connective tissue disorder. Some people have heart conditions and they're not able to stand or walk for long periods of time. There are people that have gait or balance issues, so it's safer for them to be in a wheelchair versus on their two legs. I use a wheelchair due mostly to pain. I have a lot of falls at home, a lot, and there have been times where I fell and wasn't able to get back on my own. So, and that's in my house and outside. So it's much, much, much more safer for me to be in a chair. There are days that I can walk through my house and be just fine. And maybe a few minutes later, my legs just start to go out. I don't know. It's just really strange, and I don't really have answers for that, and neither do my doctors. So, hey. Moving on to the second question. You seem to have an attitude when it comes to doctors. When did you become so jaded? Uh, if you're relatively healthy and you don't have a lot of dealings with the medical community, then your experience and your dealings with doctors are few and far in between. You probably deal with your regular physician or general practitioner on a regular basis. You guys have established a relationship, and therefore there's really no need for you to go out and visit with other doctors unless you may have another illness or comorbidity or something where it entitles you to see specialists or even go to the emergency room. And since I have lupus, I deal with a lot of doctors, because with lupus, you'll have a regular doctor, you'll have a rheumatologist who deals with disorders of connective tissue. I have a pulmonologist, which deals with my severe asthma. A neurologist that helps with the severe headaches that I can get. Plus, I have trigeminal neuralgia, and that's dealt with there. And if, depending on, what other organs you may have problems with, you can go with nephrology or immunology, and it can go on and on and on and on. And just, not to say all that, but because I deal with so many doctors on a regular basis, and I'm in the hospital a lot, I run into bad doctors. And it's such a shame. I guess I am jaded. Moving on to question 3. Would you consider yourself a hypochondriac? I've gotten into it with someone over this issue once before. Yes and no to answer the question. The reason why I say that, and I'm looking up hypochondria on Wikipedia right now, because it's defined as refers to excessive preoccupancy or worry about having a serious illness. This debilitating condition is a result of an inaccurate perception of the body's condition despite the absence of an actual medical condition. Although hypochondria can also be detected in people who have a serious illness and think that, their illness may be more severe than indicated. So, am I a hypochondriac? In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. The reason why I say yes is because a lot of times, when you have a chronic illness, you tend to look at your body like, okay, I got a headache, and you think about, okay, what could this mean? Or I have flank pain. What could that be? A kidney problem? Or I'm having a hard time breathing. You know, could it be pleurisy or pulmonary hypertension? Anything. And I say no because, yes, I do have a severe illness. And yes, with lupus, it can be mild tomorrow and you could lose your kidney next week. You know? Moving on, how does lupus affect you most? Okay, lupus affects me most when it comes to being able to take care of myself. I was very active. I like to run. I play basketball. I was a Jessie White tumbler in my life, and I could still to this day do cartwheels and backflips and all that, but you know, probably not on a day that I'm having a lot of pain, but it's hard to go from active to laying around the house all day. What other disabilities or illnesses do you have is the next question. And again, I do have severe asthma, which puts my FEV1 number at 42%, which is a very low number for somebody my age. It is very hard to deal with. I'm using an inhaler and I use a machine on a daily basis. Again, you guys have heard me talk about the trigeminal neuralgia in my face, and I do suffer with inappropriate sinus tachycardia, which I have a very fast heartbeat. Like the other day, I was just sitting there watching TV and I just felt winded. I checked my heart rate and it was at 132, and I'm just laying in the bed, and that's a resting heart rate. So that could be dangerous because those things could lead to stroke and, you know, possibly a heart attack. In your books, you refer to your significant other as hubby. Are you married yet? No. Because who could plan a wedding when you're sick all the time? But I am getting married. This is my ring. Right there. And yes, he went to Jared, literally, because that's where we went. It's a beautiful ring. I haven't been able to plan my wedding yet because of constantly getting sick and money issues. I have absolutely no income. So no, I'm not married yet. And the next question is, when is the wedding? My answer is, I don't know. Next question, can you have sex? Next question, what advantages have you gained from having a chronic illness? I spoke about this before in my books. The ability to slow down and not rush all the time. I've been able to I have a very different worldview. I'm more about, you know, if you want to do something, do it now. You want to write a book, start on it now. If you want to go on a vacation, a trip, go back to school, do those things now, because you're not promised tomorrow. If someone had told me, you know, Sonya, in 2011, you're going to be diagnosed with a debilitating condition and you're not going to be able to work. Actually, I did have somebody that told me that. I thought she was freaking out of her mind. And I didn't want to hear anymore what she had to say. And, you know, she has issues where she could, you know, see into the future, things like that. And she was absolutely right. So I guess the slowing down and having a different perception of life and knowing that you're not promised tomorrow. You're not. Next question. Will you have sex with me? Next question. What do you want to accomplish with this channel? That's a good one. Like I said, in the beginning, I wanted this channel to be about living with lupus. A lot of my earlier videos dealt with a lot of the hospitalizations because all of it was so new for me. But now I want to expand my channel to not just being in a hospital or not just telling you, oh, the pain and the different medications that I take. Like, this is filled with all my medications. Isn't that cool? I mean, it's filled to the brim. See that? This is medicine. But I kind of wanted to, you know, expand things a bit and let you guys know, like, popping the wheelie. there's more to life and illness than just being in a hospital and taking all these different pills a day and, you know, looking good, feeling good, doing your makeup and your hair. Because of the lupus, I've lost a little bit of hair in the front, and I keep my hair braided up, wash and condition on a regular basis as I try to continue to grow it out and protect it. I like to wear these wonderful lace front wigs that I do reviews on from time to time, and I like to do my makeup and, you know, make myself look and feel beautiful, or at least try to. I may not have many places to go. I may not be able to leave my house, but I'm still a young girl, you know, and I want to feel beautiful and pretty and not just be that girl in that hospital bed with, you know, the girl with the horrible lupus. Question is, do you have sex on a regular basis? Okay, I'm only going to answer this, and just to get it over with, I don't know why a lot of able-bodied people have so many questions about how people in wheelchairs have sex. I don't understand why is that the first thing to pop into your mind? Are you able to have sex? Can you have sex? You can have sex in a wheelchair. No, I don't want to have sex with anybody but my husband or my fiance. But because of the arthritis, sex can be difficult. I love my husband because he's very patient and understanding on those days that may not be optimal. And it's not always just about the physical. Next question. Why do the ads on YouTube play better than the regular videos? I don't freaking know. And I really like to know the answer to that myself. Next question and last question. Name a few things that you would like people to know about you. I like to sing. It's something that I'm starting to do. I actually recorded the first time in studio not too long ago. I might actually do another video about that. I'm a nerd. I like to read history. I like science. I love science. Actually, I want to go to school to study astrophysics or astrobiology. I'm a total geek. Like, if you want to talk about black holes and particle physics, I'm the girl to hit up. Okay, I love science. I love history. I can speak Spanish very well, and I can speak German. Although those are two languages that I taught to myself. Yeah, I'm just a big old nerd, and I love it. That's about it. Thanks for questions and caring enough to, you know, want to know some things about me. If you have any more questions, I'd like for you guys to subscribe if you don't already subscribe, and, you know, put them in the comments, and I'll try to do another video about this in the future. So, thanks for watching, guys.